Here's the elite tier, Keefe, of quarterbacks.
All right,
tier 1,
tier.
elite.
All right.
Patrick Mahomes.
He's elite.
Joe Burrow.
Elite.
Lamar Jackson.
Yep.
Josh Allen.
Now, again, it's a tier, not a power ranking, but PFF also has a number next to each one.
Yeah, so
they're
doing
kind of confusing.
They're doing both. I like it.
This
is my style of tier.
Either tier it or power rank it. You can't do both.
I like to rank within the tier. You know me.
So they're ranking within the tier, and they have the MVP of the league fourth.
Mm-hmm.
They have Joe Burrow, who missed the playoffs, second. I would disagree with the ranking of the tier. I agree with the tier.
Mahomes is admittedly a difficult one because he didn't have a very good year.
Yeah, but
you know,
Mahomes.
And you want to give him some deference. And
Mahomes has gotten to the point that Brady has where, and I'm not saying he's better. I'm just saying he's gotten to the point where you don't even look at last year's stats.
Right.
You're like, what? I don't care what his stats were. Like, I put him up at the top.
I also think the way they played the last couple of years is different than the way they played early in his career. They lean on defense and running more. And if they ask Mahomes to do more, I think he could put up numbers like Burrow and Lamar and Josh Allen.
But this is also, I agree, not to spoil our tiers for tomorrow.
Keefe, how dare you?
I know. I mean,
this
said
is
too much
tier?
I've said too much. No, but these four guys, this is also part of the problem for Drake Maye and the Patriots. They're all in the AFC.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
They are. They're the clear-cut four best quarterbacks. And they're all in their 20s, and they're all in the same conference. Like, that's brutal.
Okay, tier 2, high-end starters.
Right.
Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl winner.
Yeah, I mean, he could maybe make an argument for being up one higher.
Yeah.
But
Jaden Daniels.
All right, he's like a made man already.
Matthew Stafford and Justin Herbert.
It's too much on Stafford. Too much. People like Stafford too much.
I may have to consult with. We did rank the top 10 quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, we did
at one point.
Oh, yeah, I think we have a snappy graphic. I think Turk made a graphic.
I may have to reference that. I think I had Stafford there-ish.
You did. You like Stafford. He's not even in my top 10.
Okay.
He's good, but, I mean, come on.
Tier 3A, they're starting to lose me here.
3A?
Yeah.
So you're already power ranking the tiers, and now you have multiple tier 3s?
First of all, these aren't even clever names for your tiers.
Terrible. No, it's way too wordy.
Tier 3A.
Where's GOAT?
Solid. Tier
Where's
3A.
Frisky? It's garbage.
Where's trash? Obviously, Tier 3A, Keefe, is solid starters who have flashed high-end play.
That's insane.
Jared Goff?
Nope.
Geno Smith?
Geno Smith?
Brock Purdy? What an awful tier.
All right, so our tiers will look different than their tiers. I can already confirm it.
Tier 3B, solid starters, but they need more help.
No, so solid starters who have flashed high-end play should really mean solid, like decent starters with great talent around it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what Jared Goff and Brock Purdy are.
And I would put those guys higher than this next list.
Brian found our list.
Oh, here we go.
That was our top 25.
Yeah, I had Stafford.
Our top 10 guys.
I have Baker Mayfield much higher than you is the thing that jumps out to me.
That kills me.
But
I'm going to redo mine.
Yeah, we both have.
I had Baker Mayfield 1.
You were higher on Hurts. Credit to you, because I have Hurts way too low. No, we did this. I don't remember where we did this.
Is that before the playoffs started,
I think that's right. Yeah. But we're going to need to revise that.
All right, well, we have time to revise that. I had Jordan Love kind of high.
Jordan Love, you had, yes, I would agree, you had too high.
Well,
yeah. Baker
Mayfield,
Mayfield,
like fresh off the Nissan sales event that he usually does really well in.
You hate you hate Baker Mayfield.
Maybe that's what it was. I got swept up in that.
He has a good month every year.
He does.
Tier 3B, solid starters, but they need help. Jordan Love, your guy.
What do you mean they need help? You don't think Brock Purdy needs help?
Baker Mayfield, my guy.
That's way too low on these two.
C.J. Stroud, Kyler Murray, Trevor Lawrence, Dak Prescott, Tua.
You're going to put Trevor Lawrence in the same tier as Baker Mayfield?
Seems crazy.
That's an insult to everybody.
It's not. I didn't say these are great tiers.
But now you're already at 18 quarterbacks.
Yeah, here's where I think Patriots fans are going to have their issue.
Okay.
Tier 4, which is actually Tier 5 because they broke 3 into 2 tiers.
Good point.
Young players with a wide range of potential outcomes. I know you have a criticism for that.
I have a wild gripe with this.
Put the pin in that for a second. Drake Maye is on a tier and yet ranked below. Bo Nix, Bryce Young, J.J. McCarthy are all in front of him on this tier. Drake Maye checks in at 22. Michael Penix, Caleb Williams, Cam Ward also all on the same tier. Keefe, your thoughts?
Outrageous. First of all, you're doing a power ranking and you're doing a tier all into one. Fine. That's how you choose to do it. But then you have what essentially is the cop-out tier. You have a tier that just says young quarterbacks who could be good or could be bad.
Yeah.
Wide range of outcomes? Like, yeah, no kidding. They were drafted. Some of these guys have played one season. Some of these guys have not played at all in the case of Cam Ward and J.J. McCarthy. So you tell us, do you think they're really good or do you think they're really bad or do you think they're in the middle? You don't say, could be good. Like, right.
Yeah.
What do you think? And so then you just lump them all together, I think is outrageous. And also, how did you land on J.J. McCarthy over Drake Maye?
Great question. He was drafted
after him.
in
the right. We haven't seen him play an NFL snap, and he was drafted after him. And yet you're like, yeah, he's better.
Yeah, I mean, look.
So you're willing to say that, but you won't go out on you won't like put these guys in like real tiers?
Maybe
the fake tier.
Maybe the author, John Costco.
Come on, John Costco.
Kosko, not to be confused.
Oh, so he doesn't have that Costco money.
With the supermarket. No. Maybe he was high on J.J. McCarthy in the draft process, but no, draft capital-wise, May look better. And May actually played last year. J.J. McCarthy did not. Just rounding
Bryce
it out.
Young, though? Bryce Young's better than Drake Maye?
No, I don't. I think I'm higher on Bryce Young than most these days, but
yeah.
I wouldn't take him over Drake Maye. No. So Tier 5, Darnold, Wilson, Fields. Tier 6, Flacco, Richardson.
Darnold wasn't bad last year.
Shuck and Rudolph. So they didn't even have Aaron Rodgers on this thing. No, Darnold was good.
Oh, so he did this before Rodgers.
I guess.
Right, so there you go. Our list will be different.
But, Darnold he has on the veterans capable of solid play but could be quickly replaced.
Right.
Obviously, that's Tier 5, Keefe.
Yeah, so, I mean, I like the idea, but I don't like the execution.
Here's my thing with these quarterback rankings, and Sims was kind of low on Drake Maye as well. We kind of treat Drake Maye like it's a guarantee. It's going to happen. He's going to break out. And maybe we're right.
Yeah.
But nationally, people are more down on him, and they have him lumped in with the Bryce Youngs and J.J. McCarthy's of the world.
But I think it's fair. He was the third quarterback taken in his draft class.
Yep.
So, and one of these guys already was a big success. And on this list, he's already sixth in Jaden Daniels. He actually has Caleb Williams behind Drake Maye. Mm-hmm. I think those guys are very much in the same boat. New coaches, new coordinators. I, by the way,
agree with that rank, but that's one of the few things I agree about. I would take Maye over Caleb Williams as well.
I would take Caleb Williams, but I think it's close. I think they should be in the same tier, like those two guys. But 22 does feel low. If there's 32 starters, I thought Drake Maye, you're too glass overflowing if you have him in like the top 12. Mm-hmm. If you have him like 16, like smack dab in the middle, I think that's probably a fair ranking. And then as soon as you get like into the 20s, like I can't put him below J.J. McCarthy and Bryce Young. Hell, maybe even Trevor Lawrence. We've seen more bad out of Trevor Lawrence than good. I feel like it's still like projecting with Trevor Lawrence, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, look, I think around here we're pretty confident in Drake Maye. And it's just a reminder that maybe we're overconfident. And if you expect them to win 9 games as I do, or 10 games as Keefe does, or 11 as their favorite in Vegas.
Right.
Well, then you're going to need Drake Maye to start reaching that potential quickly and outperforming some of these other tiers, power rankings, etc.